Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And this time of year, activity on
Oh,
the
Mason's walking away.
up. It's going on right now. Let me close that
Where's your
down.
copyright?
That's not it. Well, stand by. It says page here. Stop. Okay. Now if I got to get back to the page I had before, which was there, I guess. Oh, let's go to this page. What was I saying? Oh, God, I hate to get interrupted because I completely forget where I'm at. What I was saying is this time of year, at least in my area, the number of calls for fire and EMS goes way up. And the main reason for that is fires in houses. And it really gets crazy right when the weather turns cold and people have to turn their heat on. Now, that happened several days ago, so I kind of missed monitoring the local fire and EMS. But this morning, I heard a call, and it was a couple of blocks from me. So I got onto this web page, which is a web page that is set up by the local Pinellas County Fire and EMS Emergencies Services. And they give you this listing here. It's an active listing that's continually updated of what's going on with emergency calls. And so you see here the location. Now here you see a whole bunch of them that just give you a grid number. And the reason that is because, as you see over here, this is a medical emergency. And because of the new laws, they can't publish or show on the webpage the exact location of the medical problem or incident. Fire, they can. Automobile crashes, they can, but not medical. Now, an hour ago, when I first started monitoring this, because, like I was saying, there was a fire reported in this listing that was only about 3 or 4 blocks from me. So I was like, ooh, I wonder whose house that is. And over here, if they don't provide the location, they provide the units that are responding to this. And if you're familiar with the unit numbers, you kind of know where it is. Like our local fire station is 48. So if I ever see a 48 up there in this column here, I know it's something close to me. And I saw not only the address, because there was a fire, it was not medical. I also saw 2 or 3 fire stations that responded to it. Now, when I say 2 or 3, it was 2 or 3 fire stations, and it was about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 vehicles that were responding to this fire. So I went to, because I can't hear this on my scanner anymore because they've gone digital, and I don't have a digital scanner. So I listened to it via, and let me see if I can find the page again, via this page right here, which is via radio reference. And then radio reference now is having the radio broadcast being done by Broadcastify. They kind of sold out or something. So here is the local Pinellas County Fire and EMS, as I said before, radio that somebody owns here in this area and have put it on the internet via this Broadcastify. And this particular radio, it seems to have a little problem in that you can quite often, all the time, hear some kind of like noise. And so it's like the squelch is not working properly or something. There's another one that I can listen to on like my Amazon Echo and my Google Home, because that one is on tune-ins. Now, those two devices, I don't know of any way of hooking them up so that they can hear things on Broadcastify. Maybe there's a way, and it's always changing. And so the other station that I could listen on those two devices has gone off the air recently for some reason, because these stations, radios, come and go. But this one is working. It actually provides more coverage. And the other one only provides fire and EMS. It did not provide police. So this one I'm kind of using more often. Right now we've got 18 listeners, including myself, listening to this. And I've got it muted right now. So my point is, and I'll just go back to this, earlier there were like, out of the listing of maybe 9 emergencies, half of them were fire. And like I was saying before, the house down the street from me, I was listening to the radio about what was going on, and it turns out, even with all those vehicles there, it turns out that they had burnt their toast or something, and it was nothing. So anyway, it wasn't that great. But my point is, and again, this is my situation here locally, and I'm sure it's true in your area too, is this time of year, there are a lot of fires. And because people are, turning their furnaces on or whatever. So I would suggest that you, if you've got a scanner that you can hear your local fire and EMS, or you want to get on Broadcastify via radioreference.com, this is a good time of the year to listen. I'm going to set up, like I say, my Echo and my Google Home doesn't work right now because the radio that was on tune-ins, which they can listen to, is down. I think I actually have, let me see if I can find that page. Yeah, here it is, right here. Okay, here's the ones that were or are radios on in my local area, which is Pinellas County. This one, let me see. This one here was the one I normally listen to. It's only fire and EMS, but it's very clear. It was there all the time, but right now it's down. The other one is this one right here, which is the one I'm listening to. There's 18 people listening to it. And the another one is this one, which is Clearwater Police only. I don't know if I can get that one on tune-ins or not. I'll have to try. So anyway, bottom line, I was rambling. I was just trying to let you know that this time of year is a good time to fire up your scanners and listen to the local fire, EMS, and police. A lot of things going on. And of course, if you lived in California, there's been a lot of fire activity for all year. So that's about it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody that's watching, and I appreciate your comments. Comments are great because we're sharing information when you leave comments. Everybody gets to see it. I appreciate your emails to me with a lot of valuable information. I'm no expert, so this is kind of a two-way street for me. I'm looking for you to help educate me as much as I'm educating you. And lastly, if you'll use my Amazon store, which the description or the link to my store is in the link below each of the newer videos. I'd appreciate if you do that. For I know everybody's out buying or on the internet buying Christmas stuff or whatever. I could go through my store. That gives me a small commission I use to buy things to review on my show. I have a new radio coming from TVDO. It's a brand new radio that they just put in production, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm still on the fence about that new Eaton, not new, but it's new, I think this year, Bluetooth Grundig radio. It's $100 right now. I'm still kind of on the fence about that one. And I'm always looking for radios. If you see or run across a radio that I haven't reviewed and you'd like me to review it, if you don't own it and you'd like to find out if it's any good or not, just let me know. Drop me a line at TRRS73@gmail.com, and I babbled enough. Bye-bye. Have a great day.